Hello dear students. Today we are going to discuss about the decision making process. The decision making process is a systematic approach and making choices which includes identifying problems, gathering information, evaluating options and selecting solutions. This method is essentially in both personal and professional context to achieve the desired outcome effectively. Decision making is crucial cognitive process essentially in day-to-day life organizational management, influencing the productivity success across various sectors. It involves selecting a course of action from multiple alternatives and can range from routine to unique decisions. The definition can be cognitive process of selecting an action from alternatives. The importance is that it affects the productivity and success in various contexts. Types of decisions: routine or program, and non-program or unique decisions. Steps involved in decision making process are: first you have to identify the problem, recognize and define the issue that needs to be resolved, gather information, collect relevant data and insights from various sources, identify the alternatives, brainstorm and list possible solutions of course of actions. Then you have to evaluate the alternatives, pros and cons analysis, assess the advantage and disadvantage of each alternative to understand potential impacts and outcomes. Risk assessment: evaluate potential risk associated with each option, considering both short-term and long-term implications. Feasibility study: determine the practicability and viability of each alternative to ensure the chosen solution can be realistic and implemented. Now, making the decision, selection of best alternative. Based on evaluation, choose option that best addresses the problem and align with the goals values. In which involvement of stakeholders, engage relevant parties in the decision making process to ensure buy-in and gather different perspectives. Intuition versus analysis: balance analytical data with intuitive sides, as both can play critical roles in effective decision making. Now, implementing the decision action plan development: create a detailed plan outlining the steps necessary to implement the chosen solution effectively. Second thing, you have to allocate the resources, identify and allocate the necessary resources, including time, personnel, and finances to support the implementation process. Lastly, clearly communicate the decision and action plan to all stakeholders involved to ensure alignment and cooperation. Now, monitoring and review should be done. Evaluate the outcomes. After implementation, assess the results of decision to determine its effectiveness and solving the identified problem. Feedback mechanism should be there to impact and identify areas for the improvement. There should be continuous improvement to refine future practices and enhances decision making skills. Common decision making challenges are like information can be overloaded, it can be confusing and doing indecision. There can be bias and cheatings. Be aware of cognitive biases that can cloud the judgment. Time consultants: limited time can pressure decision makers, leading to hasty choices. There are some decision making tools and techniques like decision trees, SWOT analysis, cost benefit analysis. Here are some key takeaways from decision making process. That importance of process: a structured decision making process enhances the quality of choices made in various contexts. Adaptability: skill development, continuous practice and reflection on decision making improve overall competence and confidence in making decisions. There are some final thoughts. Empowerment through the knowledge: understanding the decision making process empowers individuals and organizations to make informed, impactful choices. Collaborative decision making: engaging the teams in the decision making perspectives and increase the likelihood of successful outcomes. And lastly, commitment to learning: embrace mistakes as learning opportunity to refine decision making skills and enhance future performance. Thank you.